What's up, YouTube? This is my C++ Minecraft clone. Like always, we'll do a summary for everybody that has just started watching this series. And then I'll tell you what we're going to do after that. And at the end of the stream, we'll do a summary of what happened during this stream, which will be in about 3 hours. So this is my C++ Minecraft clone made in Raylib. Right now we're looking at the main menu where we have a panoramic view of the whole game. Here we have buttons we can hover and click. And this one is to actually start the game. We'll do a summary of one of the previous streams and then a more bigger summary because they're more recent, much easier to summarize. So in the last stream, we focused on mobs. So if we type this command, mobs, we'll get bunch of mobs that they just run around and they should be making sounds, idle sounds, at some point. What's up, Frost? This is what we did in the last stream. We have all of these mobs running around and making these sounds. This is from last stream. So we added the chicken. We can see its legs that are Z Symphony. We can see the legs of the chicken that are Z fighting with the terrain. And Z fighting is basically where, oh, look at this, it's difficult to render the mesh. Bro, the chicken moonwalked. We have cows, we have pigs, and they just pick a random location and go towards it. Right now they're simplified a lot. Also we can spawn Enderman. These are the Endermen, which act in the exact same way. They act in the exact same way. What's up, Asteroid? Okay, I'll restart the game because I cannot stop the sounds. We'll restart the game. Okay, chat, so let's continue the summary. The other thing we implemented is the end dimension, which we don't have an end portal. We teleport using the poppy flower. This is how we go to the end dimension, chat. This is the end dimension. We have these pillars, which are at the exact location as in the Minecraft end dimension. We have a fog. And the sky is a bit different. Also, we have here this end fountain. And the pillars have different height, and they also have different radius. Some of them are bigger than the others, and they also go through the world. They go through the world, like here. They go through the world, just like in the Minecraft. And we can go back using the poppy flower. We also have the nether. We have the nether here. We can build it just like in Minecraft. You can build a portal however you want. It can be, but it has a minimum dimension. It has minimum dimensions of 2 by 3. It can be maximum 23 by 23. Yo, what's up? And like this, you activate it. But currently, my clone doesn't support 2 dimensions at the same time. We can currently just go to the end. We cannot go to the nether right now. What will happen if we go here? I think we go to the end. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we go to the end. We've disabled the nether, but we can easily enable it. If we go where exactly? If we go in game layer and the end here, sure. Where was it? Game layer. Or like overworld, the overworld. Yeah, here. Right? Yeah, it's here. Yeah. here. From the end, we go to the overworld. We'll replace it to be the nether. And that's it. Okay, so now we'll be able to go to the nether. Why does Google translate Hypetza to there is a sin? I have no idea. How do you handle procedural world generation? I handle it using 2D Perle noise. It's very simple. Or like, how do you mean, how do I handle having endless terrain? Okay, now we should be able to go to the nether. Now we should be able to go. I think this is a bit higher than 3 blocks, but it still works. Yeah, it's 4 blocks, but it still works. So now we should be able to go to the nether. And yeah, we have the nether as well, chat. We have the nether, which has just the lava. It just has the lava. And we don't get back the same portal. We need to create it again, which is a bit of a bummer. We need to create it again, like this. Like this, chat. And we can go back. We can go back to the overworld. And those are the dimensions, chat. Those are the dimensions. We have even a creeper, which just picks a random location and starts going towards it. He does not attack the player. Also, we have here inventory, creative mode inventory, where we can scroll up and down. We have fluids. I really like the fluids because they're a lot like in Minecraft, chat. Look how cool the fluids are. They actually spread around like in Minecraft. I really like how the fluids turned out. They're like almost exactly like in Minecraft, chat. I love the fluids. And look at how they prioritized. If there is a hole, they prioritize going towards the hole. And here, look at how they spread around, bro. I'm so extremely happy with how the fluids turned out. LARPcraft. I was thinking having in the title to not be making Minecraft clone, but making LARPing, making LARPcraft. But I was afraid not many people will get the joke. We also have TNT. We have TNT that explodes. That's cool. That's cool. We have villages, but I've disabled the villages. I've disabled the villages currently because I didn't like how the villages look like. I scrapped the villages. We also have caves. We have caves which use 3D noise generation. We can use 3D noise generation for the nether. We can try and see how it looks like as well. Yeah, this cave looks cool. This cave looks cool. Yo, thank you, man. we just started. Thank you, man. Let me see. Yo, so what's up? I think you've donated before, man. Still working on my video and and managed to catch your stream though before I go to sleep. It's quite late here in Australia. Yeah, thank you for being here and supporting. I appreciate it. And when you make a video about your project, I'll review it. I've already promised him I'll review it. Still proud of watching this instead of the sun yesterday. I didn't even know there was something happening with the sun yesterday. I'm just locked in on this project. What else? Yeah, we have commands, chat. We have here hello chat. Here we have the chat. We have the chat. And we have simple commands like survival. We can go into survival by typing the survival command. We have this inventory, which is simplified. We can still use it, but we cannot use the crafting and the armors. Bro, maybe we should add armors this stream, man. That would be so sick, man. But let's go back in creative, and down below you can see, down here, you can see we have the hearts and the hunger, and I can change the amount of hearts we have or the amount of hunger we have. How much time have you been working on this project? It should be about 3 months, chat. Yeah, 17th of August should be about 3 months. Let's actually check up on this. Very quickly, chat. Very quickly. We've done, all of this has been live streamed, chat. Everything I have worked on this project has been live streamed. You can see all of the work is live public. This is the first stream 2 months ago. This is the first stream. And it was a 7-hour long stream, and it was 17th of May. Okay, so 17th of August, we'll be celebrating 3 months, chat. We'll be celebrating 3 months. In 1, 2, 3, in 4 days. In 4 days, this will be a 3 months old project. We have the hunt as well. We have the hunt animation, and we visualize on the right hand what we're holding. Everything you see here will be shown in the right hand, chat. Will be shown in the right hand. And when we place it, we also get the animation. We also have particles, if you can notice, chat. I'm really proud with the particles. They look just like in Minecraft, and they actually disappear after a while on their own, and they collide with the terrain. Actually, every particle is an entity. Just like the player, every particle is an entity, which is a bit of a bummer. Yeah, grass, where is grass? Yeah, this grass is flying. We haven't programmed to be destroyed. Chat, this is work in development, and I'm a single developer. Like, it's normal to have differences from Minecraft. I think movement needs some tweaking, maybe some sloping of the velocities, like make it a bit more gentle. Well, we are copying the source-like movement. We followed the tutorial, which actually showed how to have bunny hopping, chat. Like, that's why I copied the source-like movement to have bunny hopping, but we can try. We can try to improve the movement, but not today, probably. But I'll save your suggestion. Make a screenshot of it. Like this. Scalindro.com. Not in the W board. I'll put you somewhere here, chat. I'll put you here. Don't set hand rotation directly to the camera. Or the previous camera. Yeah, this is about the delay suggestion. Add SpawnX to the board. SpawnX. Oh, yes, SpawnX. That would be helpful, but we'll see. We'll see, chat. We also have custom block outlines. So if we place the anvil, let's ignore the problem here with the culling. If we place the anvil, you can see it has custom outline, which targets just the anvil. And look at how I can target behind it and destroy blocks behind it. I think the biggest thing missing from movement is the bobbing of the camera. You mean this bobbing, chat? You mean this bobbing? Oh, like not just the hand, but the camera as well? You saying? To be not just the hand? Movement easing in and out would be nice addition. Add end rods and bolts. Bro, this is a first time chatter. These were his first words, and these are his last words. 1 minute of silence for this chatter. We'll never see him again. Yeah, we have farming as well, but this is enough of a summary. We have the pause menu as well. Here we attempted to do the render distance, but we didn't. We failed at the render distance. What about an FOV slider? Chat, this will do it some other time. FOV slider. We have a lot of other things we can actually improve on. Add better fall damage. We don't have fall damage, chat. We don't have any fall damage. So I was thinking this stream to be again polishing stream, because the last time we did polishing stream, we implemented a lot, man. We had so much progress every time. Like, I think we did only once a polishing stream where we actually improve currently problems that we're having. For example, here are the particles. Look how for the grass, it's not tinted. Or the TNT, what happened here? Or the TNT doesn't have particles emitting from it. Or like the water, the fluids, or the fluids, what was the problem with the fluids? Yeah, when we destroy below it, like when we update them, they don't update. Here, for example, they don't update, chat. They stay the same. They stay the same, chat. Even below it, if we break, they stay the same. So we have a lot of features that are not fully implemented. So it will be very cool if we polish the game. And yeah, mobs don't attack the player. So if we do Creeper doesn't attack me. Creeper doesn't attack me. He doesn't explode. And I cannot attack the Creeper. I cannot attack him. And even update everything, every tick. Every block to update every tick. That's impossible to update every block. To go through every block. That would be impossible, chat. Or we could just focus on the current subchunk. Just to focus on the subchunk the player is in to update. Because he will be changing it here. So when we do this, when we break below it grass block, it will be automatically updated. Because chat, actually I think this would be correct. Because if we go in Minecraft, in a flat world, this is from a previous stream, chat. Don't worry about it. This is from a previous stream. That's from previous stream, chat. I'll show you something. Look at this, chat. If we place this torch, and if I give myself update 6 blocks around the destroyed block. Think here. No, chat, look at this. If I give myself the debug stick, so if we go in F3, you can notice there is some blocks have block state. So this torch has block state. Is it showing? It's not showing, I think. Looking at block state in overlay. Done. Yeah. Okay, you can see it here, chat. This is it. This is the block state of the torch. Every block has a block state. For the torch, redstone torch, it is if it's lit or not, a boolean value. Just a boolean value. And this debug stick that I'm holding allows me to change the block state. So if I target this torch and I right click, it turns the lit to false. But you can notice, chat, how it instantly goes back to true. So that's why I'm thinking every block is being updated, at least in the subchunk where the player is. Because look at how fast I'm clicking at chat and it always comes back to true. If I do it, for example, for an other block, like a light source, if I do it for the lamp, it will stay the same. It will stay the same, chat. Look at this, chat. The lamp stays the same. The debug stick updates it. Well, why doesn't the lamp go back to normal? Like the lamp stays true? Chat. And the lamp should have a update state where if it doesn't receive signal to turn off, the lamp should be the same. I think because the torch is a block entity. This is underrated. Thank you. You're very kind. Quasi connectivity will break it though. Okay, let's try quasi connectivity. Let's do what was it called? Piston. Piston. Oh, bro, it updated. On its own, I didn't do anything. What changed it? When I added an item, chat. I think. Piston. I searched for the piston and I added it here. Or maybe we just need to wait a while and it will update automatically. I didn't do anything and it turned off. That's very interesting. A redstone lamp has a 2-game tick delay before turning off. Two ticks is very fast. 2 ticks is like 0.1 second. It's very fast. What are you adding right now? Right now we're not adding anything, but we'll be polishing the game. Place block next to it. I think grass block turned into... yeah, but we didn't have a grass block turning into dirt, I think. Place block next to it. It was a random tick update. Oh, the random tick. Oh, where for the farming. I implemented random tick update for the farming. So that's interesting. But we were thinking of adding this feature of this random update for the grass foliage. So if we have short grass, here, and we break the block below it, it breaks the grass on top of it. But we can just have, if we break a block, automatically to break above us if there's any foliage. We can just have that for the every block. Oh, look at this, the piston updated. Okay, so most likely the game is not updating every block. Most likely. So we don't need to do something like that. When you break a block, it updates all neighbors. Okay, chat. Yeah, okay. So chat, for this stream, I was thinking to polish the game. So we need to brainstorm possibilities for what to polish, chat. So we have a few ideas. Already we have a few ideas. One idea is for mobs smooth rotation. Another idea is mobs to spawn naturally, to hit mobs to hit player. We could fix liquids. What about liquids? Update liquids when breaking a block. Block breaking to update liquids. Block breaking to update liquids. Day and night is a new feature. We're trying to improve current features. We could particles. Some particles are gray scale. I just started learning C++. What do you recommend if I want to try creating a game? Make a simple game like Pong or Breakout. Start with a simple game, then try to change it up a bit and improve it a little bit. Just start. You can do a text-based game. My first ever game was a text game with Python about Attack on Titan, where you are spending your day in the woods and you travel in the woods and randomly you encounter a Titan and you have options what to do, either to run, to attack, let's say it's two options, and for either of the two options, there's a chance of the option failing. So if you try to run, there is a chance it fails, and the Titan, you take damage from it. Or when you attack, there is a chance the attack fails, something like that. And at the end, there is a big plot twist. And I forgot what it was. But that was my first ever game in Python with the console. That was my first ever game. And the code was horrible. The code was horrible. And it was a long time ago. But I was very excited. You added animals, AI, yes. Do you write your own shaders? We write our own shaders, but we sometimes use the Raylib shaders as a base to step on. Do you like cucumbers? Somebody asked me that in a super chat. We already answered that. I don't know why. We got the same question 2 times, and I think from 2 different people. It was from the Naruto guy the first time. You can implement block updates every time a block changes for the surrounding blocks. So if you break a block below water, yeah, okay. So block breaking to update blocks around it. Yeah. So here we'll change here the liquids. Liquids to handle update callback. That will be it. And liquids animation flow direction. Because currently the flow direction of the liquids is always towards the south. It's not depending on the flow direction of the water. We need to fix that as well. What else is a priority? Make clouds endless. Have 3D clouds. That's also something we need to improve on. Maybe even just to do the 3D clouds. I think just doing the 3D clouds would be a lot better. Yeah, we may even just do now the 3D clouds. Items need to have count. Item mesh generation, because currently items with pixel art don't have a mesh generated. For example, the redstone torch, the lever, they have pixel art instead of the mesh itself. Yeah, why is fire item texture 3D in hotbar? Well, item mesh generation will fix that. What else? Anvil goes block below it. We need to fix that. Mobs to spawn naturally. Animations. Animate Steve. Yeah, we have third person Steve. We can animate it. And animate mobs as well. 3D fire on hotbar is fire. Keep it. We can do whatever we want. Swimming is a feature. It's not an improvement. We haven't done swimming at all. It will be starting swimming for the first time. We haven't. When we started, that's when we can do polishing. Entity to have shadow below it. That's something else we can improve. And what else? What else is wrong? To support going to both dimensions, because currently we can just go either to the nether or the end. We cannot go to both the end and both the nether. There is a question: do you like hamburgers with pickles or without? With pickles. That was a very important question. Bro, once I started to upload the short clips, now we have so many questions, chat, and they're completely irrelevant to the stream. I'm trying to make 2D Minecraft call myself, but I have a motivation issue. How do you find all the motivation to continue your project? Well, I already uploaded a video about that. I get my motivation from implementing a new feature. So like, I just get the motivation by doing the project. If you don't get the motivation by doing the project, either do a different project or do a different hobby, like experiment. Like when you struggle with motivation, focus on experimenting and lowering the scope. Lower the scope to whatever you're doing. If you're doing videos and it takes 50 hours to do a video, lower it to like taking 7 hours or at most 30 hours. If you're making a game and it has been like 8 months and you haven't published it, lower the scope to like 3 months or 3 weeks and have like, no matter what happens, I'm publishing it. Like lower the scope, experiment a lot. So you get as much data as you can, and this will help you to find the direction that matches the best with you. So in my case, I just did YouTube videos on my main channel, and I did an experiment to start streaming. All of this here was an experiment, and I decided, why not? I should just start streaming, and I liked it, and I went all in on the streaming, and I'm liking it even more. Or like with the Minecraft clone, I decided to experiment switching from Java to C++ and Relic. That was an experiment, and I loved it. And I noticed it in the first 7 hours. Chat, it's extremely simple to see if an experiment is good or not. You'll see it in the first few hours. If it doesn't click with you in the first few hours, do another experiment, do something else. Don't be like when somebody recommends an anime or like a TV show and the friend says, oh, it will get better on episode 70. Don't be like, I'll wait for episode 70 until it gets good. If it's not good on episode 1, just switch to something else. Don't wait for episode 70. What else can we improve, chat? What else can we crafting recipes. This is not a feature, this is an improvement because we have a crafting table, but we cannot use it. Block breaking animation, because we have survival mode and we can break blocks, but we don't have the animation of the texture, and we cannot like break a block for like 8 seconds, something like that. We just instantly break it, which is a creative mode thing. What else can we do? Particles, to have more particles, because when we break a block and we break another one immediately after, it removes the previous particles. So like have more particles for block breaking. What else can we do? Hunger automatically to go down, and also to have fall damage, because we have the hearts, we can take damage, but we cannot take fall damage. To have a death screen, so to actually to be able to die in the game and respawn, and item drops for sure, and to drop items on when we die. What about making particles dynamic and just use a random part of the block texture? We already have that. Sand falling, shallows for mobs. We already have that as an option here. You got this. Can you have damage from mobs? We have it here as something to improve in this stream. What else can we do, chat? What engine do you use to make the game? I'm using Crelip, which is not an engine, it's a library. And it's just a wrapper around OpenGL. And it just adds a bit of basics around OpenGL. Like you get a structure of what a mesh is, you get a structure of what a material is, you get a structure of what a model is, and it speeds up what I was doing before. Before, I was making a Minecraft clone just with OpenGL, but now with Raylip, I don't have to deal with what a shader is. In OpenGL, there is nothing like a shader. Like Raylip abstracts it away for you. It saves a lot of time if you are just using OpenGL. Like I know Teen Matrix. Teen Matrix is a YouTuber, a developer who makes videos, devlogging every week on his games that he's publishing, and he makes the games without an engine. He makes them with OpenGL, and I think in Java. In Java. And this guy just uses OpenGL. And I think if he switches to Raylib, he'll make games like 10 times faster. I'm sure of it. And I have his source code of his games. He has it in his Patreon. If you go in his Patreon, you can download the source code of his games he has published. OpenGL, Java, source code of published games. Like, if you haven't bought his Patreon, like, go and check it out. Like, it's extremely useful. Extremely useful. Okay, chat, we have enough features here. We have enough features. Let's pick something, chat. Let's pick something. And this time, chat will not be doing a vote, because last time chat voted to add options, to add settings. And I didn't like the experience. So this time I'll pick. Denser and clearer fog to look more like the game accurate fog. I'll think about it. I'm not sure on how to approach that feature. And most of the time will be spent like doing nothing. So I will just think about it off stream. From these options, what can we... I want to go through as many of these options as I can. Which will be the easiest we can do? Which will be the fastest? Like, which will be the lowest hanging fruit? I think for like I prefer actually to have the 3D clouds and to fix the particles. So I prefer here, but we don't currently have the mobs here. I have to spawn them manually. If we had the mob spawning naturally, it will be best to have the mob hitting and mob to hit us back. But instead, we could improve the particle. The coloring. This should be very simple. To fix the coloring, we'll just get the color of the current block we're hitting, if it has one. Because the player will be destroying the leaves, and it will be awful when you destroy the leaves and something grayscale drops. This will be so annoying. And the other super annoying thing is the clouds, because if we go outside of the clouds, like here, let me restart it. Yeah, if we go outside the clouds, here, look at this, they end, chat. The clouds end. So these are the two most annoying problems, I think. Yeah, I think this will be a better signal if a feature is worth implementing, which is the most annoying. So, most annoying problem. Which is the most annoying problem? The most annoying problem is the particle color. Where is the particle? Particle. Yeah, some particles are grayscale. This is annoying. And the clouds are annoying. That are not endless and are not 3D. This is very annoying. What else will be a problem? Where are settings? I didn't saw them. Code fix, cloud fix will be easy, but if you implement 3D clouds, it will take longer. Yeah, that's kind of obvious. What else? Item drops will be easy, and it's annoying we don't have item drops. Oh, let's actually make item drops a bigger priority. Yeah, we'll do item drops as well. Drop items on dev and dev screen. That will be useful. Fall damage, maybe. It should be easy to do. Should be easy to do, but can we do something else? Item mesh generation, I'm not sure about that. We can try that. Oh, item mesh generation. Yeah, we can try that. We can try that. We can do... I think that's enough. Liquids to handle update callback and block breaking to update blocks around it. These are maybe. Maybe we do these ones. Maybe we do these two ones. Like liquids to handle update callback and block breaking to update blocks around it. So like if you destroy a grass block, to destroy the short or long grass or any kind of foliage above it. And oh, another thing, leaves decay on trees. Leaves decay on trees. Extremely important. Because in my Java clone, I was able to destroy trees, and when all of the leaves stayed behind, it was so ugly, man. We can even bump it up, like somewhere here maybe. Somewhere here we can bump it up as a priority. Okay, chat, let's do this. Let's attempt to do item drops. And then we'll do leaves decay and etc. We'll try to do all of these in a single stream. And maybe we'll handle the liquids. And the liquids animation flow to update, maybe. And here, these ones, probably not. These ones, probably not today. Yeah, that's my thinking, chat. That's my thinking. Okay, let's do this, chat. So, item drops. Let's do item drops. Let's do item drops. And like every stream, we'll open Minecraft just for reference, chat. And we'll open just a regular world. For example, this one. Yeah, here. And these are the... Oh, we don't have item drops in creative. Survival. Yeah, these ones, chat. We want item drops. And to be able to throw items from the inventory. That would be cool as well. That would be cool. This will be the goal, chat. This will be the goal. Item drops. Because this should be very simple. We already can render all of the models. It should be very simple, chat. Should be. Should be. Probably some sine waves. Yeah, for the up and down. And for the rotation. Rotation, very simple. I'm curious, could you import Minecraft maps onto your Minecraft clone? I don't think it would be that hard to do either, because a lot of the format is documented online. This will be useful to do it before we do saving and loading. This will be useful to do. I'll save your idea. Load Minecraft world saves. This will be very cool, chat, if we manage to load a Minecraft save. This will be actually very cool, but we'll do it in a separate stream, chat, so that we can have all of the time we want. This stream will be for polishing. Okay, let's do item drops. Let's do item drops. Let me change the title. Item drops. Like this. Where is the game? Here is the game. Currently, we have the particles, but we don't have item drops. That's the problem, chat. Imagine playing those or any user-generated maps onto your clone. What is your native country? You must be a new viewer. You're a new viewer, right? Is grass supposed to float like this? No, that's what we're fixing, chat. That's what we're fixing in this stream, but not right now. Right now, we want item drops. We want item drops. I'm from Bulgaria. Later implement that identical items collect themselves on the ground. It will reduce luck because 64 dirt will not be 64 entities and just like one entity looking like a lot of dirt. In my Java clone, I think the way I did it is I had my item drops have the item count as well. That's how I approach it in my Java clone, chat. So if you throw a stack of 64 dirt blocks, you'll just have one item drop with the item count of 64. And they probably do the same here. where they just change the resulting mesh, which is just the two blocks on top of each other, like the two meshes are combined. Okay, chat. This looks almost exactly like older Minecraft, but the movement acceleration is too high. Okay, let me think about it. So to render an item drop, we can just do the same logic we did here for rendering the item in the right hand. And the same logic we used for the inventory. It's the same exact logic, chat. But the only thing I'm not sure of is like we need a model. Mobs don't even hide in the fog last time I checked. We'll just change their texture. Yeah, in last stream we had a problem where you could see mobs in the fog. That was a big problem, but we'll just change the texture to be the same one as the terrain, where it's reusing the fog. Make break animation and breaking blocks, particles while breaking. Yeah, we have that, chat. Okay, so for item drop, we'll just create a structure item drop, and each one of them will have, they'll be like entity. There'll be an entity, chat. Yeah, we'll do a structure called item drop, and it will inherit the entity. Yeah, let's create a chat. We'll call it item drop header. And this will be pragma once, and here will be structure item drop. It will inherit the entity. Very simple. We want to include the entity. Let's do item drop cpp. Include item drop header. We need to refresh the CMake. And in the item drop header here, this should become an error. I'll wait for it. Add entity, like when 63 entities, 64 entity will get damaged, more entities, higher damage in one block. I didn't get that. Yeah, okay, now we can add, what can we do? Public entity. We need to include it ourselves. Entity header. So the item drop. We'll use as a reference the mob, because the mob also inherits from the entity, just to see what we need to implement. Yeah, we need a model. Yeah, we'll just import all of these. So for the item drop, is a game mechanic that limits. Bro, did you push that through on ChatGPT? Like, it's a lot better now. Like, ChatGPT, please improve my comment because the streamer cannot read. Like, you can just smell the AI, chat. It's so easy to recognize AI. It's so easy. Like, when I watch YouTube videos and I just listen to the script, you can just smell the AI through the YouTube video. And like, there are a lot more videos like using AI for the script. Like, you can just notice it very easily. Especially when the YouTuber starts bringing very helpful examples. Like, he's talking about some kind of a topic and he brings up a very helpful analogy, very helpful example. You can think of it like this, because nobody does something like that. Like, you can notice stuff like that. Item drop. Let's look in chat. This is item drop. This is the item drop. And how should we do it? It needs to get a position. Oh, we can look at the particles as well for inspiration, because they are much simpler entities. Particle. Particle just takes in a position and a texture. The item drop just needs to take in an item ID for now. We don't care about the item count. We'll just take in the item ID. Anything else? Position and item ID. We don't need anything else. Yeah, we don't need anything else. Okay, item drop. We'll take in a position to have a shadow under the item drop. We'll just make every entity have a shadow under it. Like the item drops and the mobs, but not the particles. Okay, so here, how should we do it? Here we want an ID. We just want an ID. We just want we can do block type. We can do block type. And here we'll have a model generated for the item drop. Yeah, very simple. And for the oh, we have an, wait a minute, was the hitbox for the, is the hitbox for item drops the same? Or do they use the item hitboxes? Let's go in creative. I want to see the anvil. And let's enable hitboxes. Oh, it's a simple hitbox for all of them. And the hitbox is colliding on the ground. Interesting, chat. Interesting. That suffix is just like a reference. Just a reference. And look at how they have a direction, chat. That's interesting. They have a direction they're pointing towards. What if I throw an item? What's this direction, chat? What if I throw an item? Oh, it's not the velocity. This is something else, the direction. The direction is something else. It's not the velocity. And will the item stack, for example, have dropping 5 items? It will stack into one entity. Yeah, but that's not a priority. Okay, let's do this. Item drop. Yeah, item drop. Let's create all of these like this. Do the items on item drops. Items. Yeah, here. This will just be item drop. It will just be 0. It will be 0, 0, 0. And block type will be, the default will be, I don't know, air or invalid. Invalid ID. I don't know. So how are we going to do this, chat? How are we going to handle item drops? Let's use as inspiration maybe the particles, because they are simple entities. Maybe not that simple of a constructor. Wait, when we get when we create an item drop from a block breaking, or like when we yeah, I was thinking of, should I like have a random direction it goes towards, but we can throw an item drop. So not always. We'll see, chat. We'll see how we're going to handle them. Let's just copy the particles temporarily. Let's copy the particles, and also let's save here temporarily. Let's have here item drop to have the block type here as well. EPUB will be our next Minecraft. It will not be our next Minecraft. I don't have the rights. Our next Minecraft. Okay, we're updating the position, and block type will be the block type we're giving it. That's it. So what now? We don't want to calculate a random forward direction. And for velocity, we can leave it at 0. We can just set it to be 0. I don't care about the velocity. Noise, we don't care about random noise. The scale, we are not scaling it up or down. Collision box will be Not a full block. Not a full block. Let's just do 4 pixels. 4 by 4 by 4. And we don't want this, we don't want this. Okay, something like this, chat. Very simple. Let me look at the mob as well, just to be sure we're not missing anything from the inheritance. Where is the mob? Mob CPP. Yeah, so position, collision box, velocity. Oh, the model. Interesting, the model. Yeah, we're not handling the model. Yeah, let's handle the model. Really love your work. Wishing you nothing but the best with your career. Keep it up. Thank you. I wish you the best as well. Fix up the chat. Item drop. We need to handle the model, chat. We need to handle the model. Let's copy here. Generate model. Generate model. Let me think about it. We'll just copy what we do in the right hand. But where did we handle the right hand? The right arm. Right arm. Right block. Yeah, we called it the right block. We called it right block. Yeah, this model. The right block. Why do so many of your viewers Geometry Dash players? Geometry Dash looks like a fun game, and it's a very popular game. For the Geometry Dash players, you may know of a group. I'll show you guys. I'm really proud of this, chat. I had collaborated with a group Geometry Dash players should know of in my 10 million TNT video. I used a song of here, Good Kid Band, chat. Good Kid Band collaborated with my channel 8 months ago. They released their new song Rift, and they messaged me. We're releasing this new song. Like, they want me to use it because before I just had videos with sound and subtitles. I didn't want to use my voice. And so my previous video of like making Minecraft in 300 hours, it was just using sound and subtitles. And they saw this video and they messaged me like they want to collaborate for the new release of their song, just because they like my content, because they're also developers, chat, the band. They're developers. They randomly found my channel. They usually collaborate with Geometry Dash players. That's why I'm mentioning it. Chat mentioned Geometry Dash. Geometry Dash players know of the band because there are videos with the songs of the band, and we collaborated. And that's I'm very proud of this. But the video flopped. The video flopped to 15,000 views. So much was spent on this project, man. Imagine spending like hundreds of hours into a project, then spending a lot of hours into making a good video, and then to have the band be like have hope in you that you'll make a good video, and then when it flops, it's just so big of a back of negative emotions. That's why I'm very happy doing streams right now. Streams is much better match for me. Do you have TNT in your Minecraft clone? Yes, we have. You must have missed the start of the stream. I showed the TNT. What were we doing? I forgot. Yeah, how to generate the item drop model. That's what we were doing. We sidetracked a bit. And we looked for inspiration on how I render the model in the right arm, because we're already doing that. Okay, so we do it like this. Yeah, we do it like this. Yeah, we do it like this, chat. So I just copied this code and we'll reuse it for the item drop. We'll reuse it here for generating the model. We need to create a function that giving it an ID, a block ID, to automatically receive a mesh for that ID. That will be very useful. We need to include the blocks header and the block factory. Here for ID, we'll use the block type. And we generate the mesh. Here we generate it through the mesh context. We upload the mesh. And we need to prepare the model. We need to prepare it here. We need to get a shader and a texture. That's it. Done. Okay, we have everything, chat. When drawing it, we'll just do draw model. You only need to use tab on the beginning of lines. What do you mean? We'll draw the model. The position will be the current position. Scaling, we need to scale it down. And by how much? I think Minecraft says how much. Let's look at the block JSON file. There was a block JSON file that explains how much to, yeah, on the ground. On the ground, we want to move it upward 3 units, maybe 3 pixels actually. As I think about it, this translation. We'll see. And the scaling, this is the scaling. This is how much we want to scale it. This is the scaling. And no tinting. We don't want a color overlay. Okay, this is for drawing it. What else? What else? We want to handle collisions and velocity. Collisions and velocity. What were we doing? I forgot. Yeah, the velocity and collisions. We'll just copy over what we do in the mobs. Yeah, we update position, we handle terrain collisions, and we apply gravity, and that's it. So the exact same code. Can't we just reuse from entity? Does the entity have some kind of defaults? Let me see, chat. Does it have? It has an oh, the update function is doesn't have an implementation. Hi, it's Preston. It's been so long. What's up, Preston? I remember you. What was the last you remember from the streams? Like, when did you last watch? What did we implement the last time we were here? Wait, here, there sounds here. Water in the nether. That's either very it was not that a while ago or a lot of time ago. Either one of the two, because there were 2 times there was water in the nether. Recently and way when the nether was a biome. Was it when nether was a biome or when nether was a dimension? When of the two, Preston? I think when nether was a biome. I think it was from back then. So a long time ago. So what were we doing? Particles update. No, not particles. It was for item drop. Item drop update here. Item drop update. Oh, so that's it, chat. That's it. It was when you made snow grass stack. Snow grass. Bro, when the snow grass block was a separate block, was it from then? That was from a while ago. That was from a while ago. Okay, we have yes. That's like from a few weeks ago, like, and for a 3-month project, that's a while ago. Okay, chat. We have item drops. We just need to spawn them. When should we spawn them? When should we spawn them? Let's spawn them where? Bro, what's this chatter, man? What are you? When we break a block, so in the game layer here, we break a block with the right button. Use the same event. Okay, we'll just, yeah, that's smart. Particles. Particle. Particle. Was it here? Yeah, oh yeah, when we press the left mouse button. Yeah, and here is where we spawn particles. Yeah, particle positions. And so here we'll spawn item drop. Oh, but we need to add it in. We need to add it in. So world add entity, and here we'll do how did we use add entity? I think it was, oh, it just receives the entity. Add entity, here we'll do is it an std shared pointer? Is it a shared pointer? Oh, it's a unique pointer. Interesting. Yo was watching some of your videos a couple of days ago, and your work is amazing. Proud of you. Thank you. It's pretty cool. Okay, chat. Let's create the item drop. It will be std unique pointer of item drop. Item drop. Let's include it, and this will be std make unique. Make unique. How to do this, chat? I forgot. Here we want position. We'll do particle position. How are we going to do it? This is using the, we have the minimum position of the block, right? Yeah, we have the block origin. Yeah, we have the block origin. Let's use the block origin. Let's use the block origin. And for ID, let's use the block cover ID. And here, do we need to do it like this? Item drop. Yeah, we do. And here I think we need to do std move item drop because it's a unique pointer. We need to move it. We don't want to keep the reference. And it should be handled automatically. It should be handled, but let's see, chat. This will be sick if we have item drops. And this will be cool. Let's test the chat. I'm expecting when we break this grass block to get a grass block item drop. Yo, there it is, man. And there is the poppy flower. Look at how small the poppy flower is. And there is the grass here. There is the grass. Okay, we need to center it. We need to center it. And how do they spawn in Minecraft? They are actual entities. They have collision, etc. They have collision. Okay, let's just, for now, let's spawn them centered. And to spin it. And to spin it. So we'll do, what are we going to do? But do they spin differently, chat? Do they have a different spin? I think they need some kind of a... Do they have a different spin? Bro, why are we in such a dark place? Time, set, day. Do they have a random rotation, or do they rotate the same? I think they rotate the same. Do they? I think they do. I think they have the same rotation. Oh, but the jumping up and down is different. It's from the time they got created. It's from the jumping, it has an offset. And they have shadows. Physics for water when we drop it. I'll figure it out, but not right now. This will be a separate feature. Okay, we don't need to overly complicate the chat. Okay, let's center them. We need to move them in positive X and positive Z. You need to use photon for multiplayer. What's photon? Are we doing a particle accelerator? What's photon? When we are spawning them, let's move them plus. Let's move them. This is a vector 3. On the X, 0.5f. On Y, 0. On Z, 0.5f. And let's have them have rotation. So when we update them, or to handle the rotations in on-tick update. Yeah. Rotation. Yeah, let's have here. Let's have here the time it got created. Creation time. Because through the creation time, we'll handle everything. Through the creation time. We'll just do few calculations. So in the constructor, we'll do creation time equals get time. It will be the current time. And on tick update will handle everything else, because if we freeze the frame, if we freeze the ticks, tick freeze, it stops them, chat. It stops them. Oh, but we can pick them up. That's interesting. Oh, look at how they stay in the air, chat. And we cannot pick them up in the air. That's... Oh, I didn't know that, chat. We cannot pick them... Oh, we cannot pick them up in the air when we throw them. But if they are on the ground, we can pick them up. Let me do tick step 1. Oh, wait a minute. They're back here, chat. The ones that we picked when the frame was frozen, it removed them. Oh, now it doesn't remove them. Oh, so we bugged them, chat. I think we bugged them. Tick unfreeze. Oh, maybe the animation starts then. On the tick update, that's the pickup animation that we saw. Okay, that was just the pickup animation. But the collection happened immediately, no matter if the frames are frozen. Okay, so we need to handle animations on tick update. That's where we need to handle them. So, how are we going to do it? Well, let's do local time. Float local time equals get time minus creation time, minus the time they got created. This is our local time. So I want... Yeah, we need rotation as well. We need rotation. We need rotation, and we need... Maybe. Yeah. We need to update those. We need to update those, right? Let me think about it. We want to have the rotation. Okay, let's just have them. Let's do it simply. Let's not overly complicate it. Let's solve current problems. Okay, we'll store rotation and float y offset. Y offset as well. And so we'll update here rotation. No, chat. Chat. Let me do tick freeze and tick step, tick step, tick step, tick step, tick unfreeze. Okay, so they are not using the... They don't use how much time has passed. Maybe. Or maybe they do use how much time has passed, and they just update it with 0.05 seconds. Interesting. The alternative is to update rotations, like every tick update, to have rotation angle plus like 1 degree every tick update, and the Y offset to update it as well, like that. But the better approach will be to just have how much time has. Let me think about it. Like to have like this function, chat. Here there is a get time function. Get time function. I want something else. Get like the how much time has passed in the tick updates. And so when we freeze the tick rate, it should freeze that timer. I don't, in order to do animations in tick updates, yeah, I think that would be the better approach. Yeah, chat, we thought about looking the source code. Will a stream going through the unobfuscated source code be a good idea? Because I saw a tutorial on how to get the code. It's very simple, chat. We need just to go in the Minecraft website. We need to download the zip file. We need to extract it. And from the official Minecraft launcher, when you download the game, it will check if you have that file from Minecraft, and it will get you the like code that we can access. Like, would it be interesting if we looked through the Minecraft source code? That's what I'm not sure of. Because if I look at the Minecraft source code, it will invalidate my own code. Because Mojang will be able to argue he got like too inspired from, like, he stole everything, even the source code. For now, at least the source code is mine. And if I look at the Minecraft source code, it will not be mine. Like, I don't know. Okay, let's do something simple for the animations, chat. Let's do something simple. Let's do something simple. Let me think about it. Yeah, I'll do tick time, tick second. And here I'll do tick second. I'll do plus equals 0.05f seconds. And here I'll do rotation. Let me think about it. I'll do rotation equals, how are we going to do it? A sine wave? How are we going to do the rotations, chat, to have it constantly rotating? Equals how much we can do a sine. Let's graph this. Desmos. Let's do a graph. And I thought I set this up to be dark mode. Where was for the dark mode? There was an option for dark mode. More options. Complex mode. Degrees. Arrows. Oh, reverse contrast. Yeah. Okay, chat. So here, sine. What's the difference between sine and cosine? In terms of using it for rotations. What's the difference in terms of rotations? Cosine is polar opposite of sine. Yeah, as time passes, which will be the x. The x value will be how much time has passed. And the rotation angle will go through 1 and -1. So it will reach 1. So what will be the angle, chat? So let's say -1, let's say 1 is 360, 0 is 0, and -1 is -360. So 360 to 0 to -360, and -360 to 0, or maybe to 180. 180 to 0 to -180. -180 to 0. No, but then it will go back. No, we don't need sinus. Or no, maybe to do sinus times sinus x. What's the issue here? What's the issue? Times sinus x. Yeah, this way we'll have from 0 to 1. So 1... oh no, this will be actually for the up and down. This will be for the up and down, chat. Yeah, this will be for up and down. Okay, but what about the rotation, chat? What about the rotation? Okay, we'll just do... How are we going to do rotations? How are we going to do rotations? I want rotation angle to go from 0, then 45, 90, 180, 360, and it goes back and forth, back and forth. And like to use the time it has passed. Bro, chat, help me out, man. Where is Jake when you need him? And Gaming Studio, is Gaming Studio here? Or Jake? Come on, chat. Let's think of something for rotations. I want rotations to be like this, constantly rotating. We can do something simple. We can just do every tick update, rotation plus equals 1 degree. We can just do that. And here we'll just do y offset will be sinus of 6 seconds times sinus 6 seconds. This will be offset between 0 and 1. Yeah, between 0 and 1. We can multiply it even more, but let's leave it like that. And so here, when we draw model, we'll do this has rotation. Yeah. We'll do the model position plus an offset. Plus an offset. Let's do vector 3, 0, y offset 0. And here for rotation axis, we'll do on the y-axis, and the angle will be rotation, and scale will be 0.25f and no color overlay. What's the problem here? Oh, it needs more details. Like this. So that's it. I've been watching all streams these days. It's just that was on TV. What are you doing today? I'm doing well, chat. We're doing item drops. We should have rotating item drops. And item drops that move around a little bit. Creation time undefined. We'll do it. Yeah, this thing will be 0. Let's test it out. I love you, chat. Don't get parasocial. That will be unhealthy. Okay, let's test it out. Do we have item drops? Bro, why is it so laggy? Why does it lag so much? Oh, it rotates on the wrong origin. It has the wrong origin. It needs to update faster, chat. Needs to update faster. Yeah, and it's rotating wrong. Like we're updating it every tick, and they are 20 ticks per second. 1 second, chat. So this is running at 20 frames per second, the block update. Oh yeah, we can lerp. We can linearly interpret between them. We can linearly interpret. Interesting. Let me think about it, chat. But to linearly interpret, we need two values, a start and an end, to do that. So we need the previous value and the next value. How would we do something like that? The reason we're doing it we're updating based on the ticks is because in Minecraft, if we freeze the game, if we do tick freeze, look at how the animation stops. That's why I'm using the tick updates. The problem is for me, it's animating 20 frames per second. But here in Minecraft, some way, they have a smooth animation. How to do interpolation, chat? The alternative is to do this in the on update, chat. Okay, how many item drops we have, chat? That's interesting. What about the anvil? Yeah, even the anvil is doing it. Linear interpretation. Oh, let me change the screen, the thumbnail. Let me change the thumbnail. Let me change the thumbnail. Because the previous thumbnail is all of the mobs. And the stream currently is handling the item drops. Isn't possible to update every frame with delta time and then multiply by the tick rate. So you're saying the tick rate becomes 0. And when it's 0, it's just not updating. But we're doing the updates normally. Let me think about it. How bad is it, chat? How bad it is? Yeah, we can just move it. Let me think about it. To interpolate, we would want the previous position as well. Yeah, we'll want the previous position. And when are we going to interpolate, chat? Because we'll have before between two tick updates, we'll have multiple regular updates. So we'll have during this time the previous position and the new position. And instead of directly using the new position, we'll be gradually changing to it. So we need to, all of the updates between the two tick updates. Yeah, but we will need to split. We will need to know. Let me think about it. Yeah, because for interpolation, we need an argument, which is from 0 to 1. This argument, when is it 0, when is it 1? It needs to reset to 0 once on tick update happens, if we try to do interpolation. It needs to reset to 0 once an on tick update happens. And when does it become 1? We'll increase that value based on the delta time. And 1 will be when we reach delta time of 0.05. That will be 1. That will be 1. And that's how we can get interpolation. The alternative, profile picture still looks like a mugshot on Twitch. The alternative would be, instead of doing the updates on every tick, to do them on every frame. The problem with that is that we're doing calculations here. We're calculating sine multiplied by sine. We're updating rotations, etc. But and we'll have to do them every frame. And here we're doing them just 20 times per second. If we do them every frame, we'll be unnecessarily doing all of these calculations like 100 times a second, like the performance will lower. Not that much, it will not be that big of a deal. But if you have 1000 item drops, maybe it will have a significance. Basically, we do the same thing for mobs as well. All of their animations, we do them for mobs as well. So I think if we manage to do interpolation here, it will be easier to do it for mobs as well. Why are you deep thinking? Why not? Let's do an attempt to add interpolation, maybe. And let's change here the offset. Let's multiply it by 0.5f just to lower it. And we need to change a bit the rotations. Yeah, well, we can have an offset here. We can have an offset here of 0.25. Divided by 2. Just to test it out. If this will create an offset of the rotation. Let's first test this, chat. Okay, let's test it out. It doesn't have an offset. We changed it to not float that much. Yeah, the rotation is still at the wrong place. We can do something else to handle the rotation. We need to, in order to change the origin, we want to transform it a bit. We want to add yeah. We want to do... Where are we going to do it? We'll do it for the model itself here. We'll do it for the model itself. So we'll do here item drop scale, const static float scale. 0.25f, but we cannot initialize it here, sadly. We need to initialize it in the CPP. This is the item drop. It will be 0.25f. Here we'll be reusing it. We'll be reusing it. And for the model itself, model transform, we'll do a translation matrix. Yeah, this matrix translate. That's what we're going to do. Translation matrix, and we'll translate it by, I think, the scaling, chat. By how much we scale it divided by 2, so that we center it. Because right now the origin is in one of the corners. We want the origin to be in the center of the block, because currently the rotation is invalid. It rotates the block around a certain spot. Let me think about it, chat. So here we'll just use the scale. So scale divided by 2. 2 times, like this. This should fix it. This should change the origin of the rotation. Should. Does it rotate properly? I'm not sure. It doesn't, right? I think it doesn't. Yeah, it's rotating around. Yeah. Bummer. Yeah, maybe it's different. Maybe we first need to do the translation, to rotate it, and to translate it back to the position. Like something like that. But we'll see. Let's just do minus here, just to be sure. Let's do minus. Minus. Yeah, okay, we can fix this. We can fix this. 1 plus sinus. Yeah, because it's between -1 and 1. Yeah, we can try that. 1 plus this. 1 plus this. Divided by... So it's between 0 and 2. It's between 0 and 2. So we'll just multiply it again by 0.5f. But right now I'm testing the rotation, not the offset, float offset. First rotate and then translate. 1 second, chat. Yeah, it's the same problem. Okay, we can do it with this, chat. We can do it like this. We can do it here like this. This transform here. We'll do the rotation here. We'll do this rotation. We'll do this rotation, and here rotation axis will be 0, 1, 0 on the y-axis. Rotation angle will be the rotation. We're doing first the rotation. And then the translation. Oh, it's overriding it. It's overriding it if we do it this way. I think it's overriding it. Oh no, it's multiplying it. It's multiplying it, so it's fine. Let me think about it. Okay, here we are first doing the rotation. No, wait a second. Wait a second. If we go here, yeah, look at this chat. It's doing first here the translation, then rotation, then no, it's first doing the scaling, then it's doing the rotation, then it's doing the translation. We need something else, chat, to change the origin. We want to change the origin, chat. That's what I want. That's what I want. How are we going to change the origin? That's what I'm struggling with. Like one idea I have is first to translate it, then rotate it, and then translate it again. That's one idea I have. Cut lava while holding. Press Q, bro. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. I'm thinking. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, we'll try something out. Let's do here matrix rotation. Matrix rotation equals this. This will be the rotation. Then we do matrix translate equals matrix translate, which will be scale divided by like this, and then the opposite. The opposite translation, which will be just negative. So it should bring it back to where it was. So my idea is here for the transform to do matrix multiplication. Maybe there's an easier way to do this, but we'll see. Okay, just joined and we're already hacking into the matrix. Let's multiply matrices. We'll do first translation. Yeah, we'll do the translation first. We'll then matrix multiplication between the rotation and translation. So we do translation. We do rotation and then we bring it back. The opposite translation. Let's just see if this works, chat. Draw model. In here I want the model, position, scale, and no tint. Position, like this. Let's test it as this, chat. Let's see if this works. Hopefully this changes the block origin. Hopefully this changes it. Why is the rotation block origin the same? We did all of this and nothing changed. Think, Mark, think. Let me think about it. We're trying to rotate it. It's rotating along the wrong origin. It's doing it on the wrong origin. I want to move the origin. So I move the object itself. But it gets worse if I move it. Okay, we can try to replace these ones. Mate inverse. Yeah, we can try to replace these ones. And let's test out the block breaking, the item drop. Is it? I think it's the same always. Where is it rotating? Yeah, along this part here. Along this part here. Okay, the alternative is to remove this and just have it like this. This is the alternative. And I have one last idea as well. What does this do? It's the same. It's the same. What if I remove this? Let me test it. Bro, how is it the same, chat? We did so. No, this one is a bit worse. Oh, wait a minute. We could remove this part, chat. To just have the scaling as a translation. Is it lagging? It's not lagging. We've just limited to rotate 20 times per second. That's why it's like we're don't listen to anyone from chat. I'm listening. Let's test it like this. We increase the translation. Bro, why is it so difficult? Bro, what happened? Why is it so difficult to fix the block origin, chat? Why is it so difficult to change the block origin? It should be simple. It should be simple. Where is this rotating around? Wait. I think this one is a bit better. But not perfect. This one is a bit better, chat. It's a little bit orbiting around a point, but there is a like the rotation of it's like it's both rotating in its center now. Yeah, it's still orbiting, but at least it's rotating around its center. Yeah, it's rotating around its center, chat. Okay, so let's do here. Here, let's offset it here. Let's do here plus the scale. Vector 3. Let me test it out. Hopefully this brings it back to the center. No. Minus. We'll do minus. We'll do minus. Matrix multiply. Yeah, I was going to do that, but I wanted to see if I how it will look like if I did it. Or it's even worse. Okay. We'll do it in the matrix here. Matrix multiply. We'll do it here. In the matrix translation. We'll do it here. Yeah, we're doing item drop. Just been great with question and answer tangent along the way. No, there is no question and answer tangent. How is it? Is it still orbiting? Probably. Probably it's still orbiting. Yeah. Probably still orbiting. But let's bring back the y offset chat. Let's bring back the plus vector 3 y offset. Here for the y will be 0. So will be 0. Okay, now this should be fine. This should be fine, chat. Yeah, it's hovering up and down. Hovering up and down. Yeah, item drops, chat. What do you think of the item drops? How are they compared to Minecraft? Yeah, we spent too much time on this. Tick unfreeze. Yeah, they're a bit faster here. They're a bit faster in Minecraft. And they don't go up and down. They're like in slow motion here. How to speed them up? We can make rotation be 2 times faster. And y offset, we can do 1.5 faster. Let's test it out. Let's see how much faster this is. And we need to collect the items and to throw them. And let's make them not go this much up and down. Let's make it be 25. So between 0 and 0.25. Do not go half a block. How is this? A bit better. We have silk touch. Yeah, because we get grass block. Yeah, if it's a grass block, it needs to become a dirt block. Okay, let's pick up the items, chat. Let's pick up the items. And maybe to be able to throw items from the inventory. And also, I think when they are created from breaking an item, they're a bit, they fly in a direction. So we can go in survival. Yeah, it explodes in a random direction. Yeah, just like the particles. Yeah, let's make them explode in a random direction. Let's do that. When item drops has random offset, so not centered to the block. Yeah, okay, let's do that, chat. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's save the current progress. Item drop. Let's save it and let's have the item drop go in a random direction. We'll copy from the particles. Where are the particles? Here. And we'll just update the velocity with it. We'll update the velocity. So when we break a block, here, item drop, we want to do a calculation. We need to pick a random direction and update the item drop velocity based on it, like this. And now it should work. Now they should have a random direction they go towards, just like the particles. Damn it. Doesn't feel like it. Like they do go in a random direction, but it's not the same. It's not like the particles. It's not like the particles, chat. Not like the particles. We're getting a random yaw and a random pitch. And we update the velocity based on it. Oh, I know why. I think. No, we set the position to be the center of the block as a starting point, and we update the velocity. So for the item drop, update, yeah, we update position and we handle collisions. We update position based on the velocity, and we dump the velocity. And if we're not colliding, we are adding gravity to it. Sure. Is it the same like with the particles? Particle? I am confident we can do it. Update. What do we do? We just handle the gravity. And then we... Oh. Yeah. And they have a lifetime. Interesting. They have a lifetime. We'll copy what we do in the particle. Let's go to the item drop. Where is the item drop? Yeah, here. This is the item drop. I want to clamp the delta time. Oh, and the gravity is weaker. The gravity is weaker. Interesting. And we don't have damping for the velocity. Interesting. Okay, let's test it like this, chat. When block drop, the item spawn from the center on X, Y, and Z. Oh, so to center it on Y as well. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Yeah, let's spawn it from the center, the actual center. So when we drop it, when we create it, we'll add 0.5f on the Y as well. This should work. This should do it, chat. And I think we just need to have towards the up direction. We don't want to go towards the down direction, because most of them go downwards. I don't want them to go down. I know grass drops dirt. I know that, chat. I want, when we pick a random direction, okay, yaw and pitch, what's the difference between yaw and pitch? Yaw, pitch, which one was it? So pitch is up and down, yaw is left and right. So up and down, what was it? Pitch is up and down, pitch. So the pitch between 0 and 360. Let's have the pitch be between 180 and 360. Let's try that. Between 180 and 360. I think it instantly drops down, chat. Instantly. Like for a second you can see a ghost block above it, and it instantly falls down. What if we... maybe the collision box is too big. I forgot about that. Maybe the collision box is too big. Let's look at the particles. Particles. For particles it was 0 and 1, yeah. It's 0 and 1. 0 and 1, so the item drop. Item drop is... I think it was 0 and 4. Let's do 0 and 1. So we're making the collision box a lot smaller. Bro, I can swear we can see it for like the block above it. We can see it for a slight second and it instantly moves on. Oh, maybe because of the matrix we do. The matrix calculations, maybe. When we draw it, we translate it here position. What about the particles? What about the particle? How did I draw particles? Particles. Particle, particle. We just draw them, right? Game layer. Particle. Particle positions. Particle positions. We don't draw them here, I think. Interesting. We can simplify it temporarily to remove all of the translations, all of the rotation and offsets. Let's temporarily remove them, just to simplify. Yeah, we're handling the velocity as well. We're handling velocity. Sure. When we create it initially, velocity is 0, 0, but we change it afterwards. Item drop, yeah, here. We update the item drop velocity. Yeah, we normalize the direction we pick, and here is the speed. We can lower the speed here, just in case. Yeah, let's lower it. Let's lower it to like be very slow, 0.5, just to see where it's going. Bro, we have 1 hour left. Oh, we are slowing down, but the gravity is not slowed down. Let's lower the gravity as well, just in case. Update. Gravity. Let's have it be a lot slower, a lot smaller, like 1. Have the gravity be very... like color coding stuff. Will you do other coding stuff after timer runs out? Oh, you mean after stream? Oh, okay, look at this chat. Now it's a lot slower. This is what we get. I want the to go upward, chat. I want them to go upward. Maybe to go upward, maybe. How is it in Minecraft? Yeah, in Minecraft they just pop, man. Do all of them pop like this? Yeah, it's a lot different in Minecraft. Okay, let's try. Let's try when we pick the direction, the pitch to be between 0 and 180. Between 0 and 180. Let's test that. Or between 0 and 90, maybe. Okay. What if it's between 0 and 90? Between 0 and 90. What game should I make in Godot? Whatever you want to make. Depends on you. Whatever is fun for you. Brother. Okay, let's make it be more explosive. Let's have it be like before, 2.5. Have it be 2.5. What game should I make in Godot? You already said that. You're gonna add picking them up in this stream as well. Yeah, we have enough time. Yeah, we have portals. Where are you going, man? Where are you going? Wait a minute, bro. Where are you going, man? Come back. Bro. Alley-oop. Alley-oop. Where are you going? Let's increase the collision box size. It's too small. Yeah, it's too small, the collision box. Let's increase it. So here, yeah, let's do 4 like before. Like, how much to do? How much? It's between 0 and 16. 16 is a full block. I want like this. Oh yeah, 4. 4, exactly 4. Should be exactly 4. Okay, collision box is bigger. Yeah, collision box is perfect. Yeah, collision box is perfect. Okay, let's increase the gravity. Let's increase it to 10. Let's do 10, chat. Let's see gravity of 10. What should I make? Because you didn't answer. I did answer. You respond to your Twitch chat. I have all of YouTube and Twitch on the same spot. Gravity is too strong. Gravity is too strong. Let's do 5. Let's do 5 for gravity. Let's do 5. Chat, how does this look like? Should we make the gravity stronger? How does this look like? Chat, gravity stronger? Do we need to make it stronger? 7. Okay, let's do 7. Let's do 7. Good call, chat. You guys strong. You're smart. Well, this is perfect, I think. Four will make it weaker. Bit higher, 8, 8.5. Yeah, we can do 8.5. We can do 8.5. We can do 8.5. This is 8.5. Look at how they fall. Bro, is it better if they stay on the ground and not float around and rotate? Do they need to rotate? Like, do they need to rotate? Okay, we'll make them rotate, and yeah, I just need to bring back the old code. Like this. Set values to something really specific. Yeah, the rotations. Rotations. We can bring back what we did before. Like this. Chat, item drops. I think good enough. I think good enough. and to be able to pick them up. Make them collectible. Oh, how are we going to do the shadow below them? Okay, we'll increase the rotation speed. I am increasing the rotation speed. I went back and looked, and that you said to make feels choppy. It's choppy because it's 20 times per second. It's 20 times per second. Let me think about it. Rotation isn't centered. Well, it's the best I could do about the rotations. That was the best I could do. Because the block should be 0.25 by 0.25 by 0.25. Cast dark circle PNG on the block below. Oh, so it's a PNG. So it's a PNG. Yeah, we can just render a mesh down below them. So in the position of the block, we could render the PNG. What if the item is up in the air? What if the item is... let's do tick freeze. If the item is here, it doesn't have it, chat. It doesn't have it when it's in the air. Oh, when it gets closer. Yeah, when it gets closer to the ground, that's when it shows up. This circle down here. So we just need... let me think about it, chat. How are we going to do this? Somebody said it's some kind of a... Yeah, dark circle. Let's search for dark circle. Search for dark circle, chat. Where can I find a dark circle? In the resources of the game. Let's search for dark circle. Bro, there is no dark circle. 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 There is a circle. Interesting. What? Let's open it in a aspirate. Aspirate. Both of them. This circle. Is this it? Probably not. Probably not. You increase the alpha of the dark circle to when drops hitbox. No, we'll keep the circle be the same. And improve it later. It's called shadow, not a circle. Shadow, shadow, okay, shadow. Shadow. Oh, you're right. You are right. Yes, 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 yes. It's called shadow. Okay, let's draw the shadow below. Yeah. Let's draw the shadow below. This will be in for the mobs. We'll use it for the mobs as well. We'll do it for the mobs as well. Interesting, chat. The rotations, I'll have to figure it out at some point. How to rotate them centered. Let's add the shadow. What did we change? Item drop. Fix gravity and go in a random direction. Okay, the shadow, let's add it somewhere. Let's download it. Download the shadow in textures. We'll just put it in textures. Shadow PNG. So let's get it. Let's load in the texture. Texture. Load texture. We'll load shadow. I should automate this, chat. Instead of me having to do it manually. I should automate this. Shadow PNG. So what now, chat? Can't you make the rotation from the center of the hitbox? Because of the model itself. Because of the model itself, the coordinates I've given it, the coordinates I've given are not centered. The initial coordinates of the block itself. But one second, chat. Where were we? Yeah, let's go back to item drop. We could. Where is the item drop? Item drop. The way I'm doing it, the block local coordinates, I'm translating them. I'm doing minus 0.25. One second, chat. Let me think about it. Oh, I'm stupid. No. This will solve it. If we do here 0.58, that's why it wasn't working. The local size of the block is like between 0 and 1. We just need to do offset by 0.5 and then do the rotation. Let's see if this centers it. Yeah, that was the problem for the block origin. Yeah, block origin is perfect. Perfect rotation. It doesn't move. Perfect. Yeah, that was the issue. Perfect now. The solution was in order to change the origin, you need to translate it, then rotate, then translate it back to how it was. And the problem was I was doing that, but I was doing it with the wrong size. I was thinking the block is between 0 and 0.25, but the block is between 0 and 1. It gets scaled afterwards. It gets scaled afterwards. You should consider adding the is being used for vertical. Okay, let's add the shadow, chat. Let's add the shadows. And chat, why do we get these ghost blocks above? Like, you can notice for a short second, there's a block that shows above what we broke for a split second. Sometimes you can see it. That's very annoying. I don't know why it happens. I don't know why it happens. rendered before the position is initialized. Oh, because we update 20 times per second, we update a lot slower the animations. Maybe because of that. Maybe the default values initially are very weird. Yeah, maybe the Y offset initially is very weird. Yeah, when I initialize it, I'll set the Y offset here depending, this will be 0. Yeah, okay, let's do this, chat. Yeah, the initial value of the Y offset probably. Most likely. Okay, that was it, probably. Yeah, that was it, chat. That solved it, yeah. Nice. Okay, who said it, chat? Who said that? I need to give a W. I found him. Let's save him in the W's board, chat. Big W, chat. Big W. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Let's draw the shadow below the item drops. Let's draw the shadow below them. Bro, I was planning to do a polish stream where we polish the game and we do a lot of improvements. But it turns out we spend the whole stream implementing the item drop. I thought the item drop will take no more than 30 minutes. No spamming, please. Why does the tall grass make stone sound? Because by the default sound is the stone sound, the default one. I haven't changed it. We didn't have enough time. Just like today, chat. Just like today. Let me think about it. Okay, so how are we going to draw the shadows? How are we going to draw the shadow? We can try. How are we going to do it? How are we going to draw the shadow? Make a ray cast. Yeah, constantly to be doing a ray cast. Sure. So every item drop will be doing a ray cast. Let's just draw it below the block constantly. Let's just do that and then we'll try to improve it. Let's just do that. Bro, so many item drops. Yeah, this is a better screenshot. Let me change the thumbnail. Bro, why do we have 100 people watching me implement item drops? Isn't this boring? Let me change the thumbnail. Done. Okay, chat. Let's do the shadows. Let's do the shadows. For the shadows, instead of doing a ray cast to the bottom of where the terrain is, we'll just draw it a little bit below the block. We could even draw it only when it's colliding with the terrain. And when it's colliding with the terrain, we can easily calculate where to draw it. To draw the shadow only then, not when it's in the air. And that would be much easier when we don't even need a raycast, chat. We don't even need to do, because it would be annoying if every item drop had a raycast. It would be very annoying. Let's do it like that. Only when we're colliding. Only when we're colliding. That would be so cool, man. If we manage to do it. Let's, as of now, constantly draw it. As of now. You can use a raycast. if you stack the dropped items like in Minecraft. Yeah, we could stack them. Okay, chat, let's try to, how are we going to draw the shadow? What do you mean how much percent has been ported? I'm not porting anything. I'm implementing every feature. I'm not like I'm not converting Minecraft. Like, you could say porting if I'm converting the Java Minecraft clone to a C++ version. That's when you can say porting. But here we're just doing bad implementations of classic Minecraft features. Let's actually save the current progress. How are we going to call it? Fix item drops bug shadow on location and rotation on pivot point. Centered rotation, I could have called it. Why grass in the air? Because it takes time to polish the game. It's because I'm a single developer, chat. That's why. Come join my team, Mr. Half Soon. We'll work on this project together. Your first task will be to make the grass not be in the air. Your contract will end once you implement that feature. How to get hitbox base only collision. Bro, if you thought about recreating source. Okay, chat, let's think about it here when we draw. We want to draw the shadow of the item drop. The shadow is this PNG. If we look at it, this is the shadow, chat. This is what we want to draw. It's 64 by 64. Bro, what do you mean my own physics engine? You're a new viewer. If you're a regular, you will know my math sucks. So that would mean my physics knowledge will suck even more. That's my weakest. That's my weakest side, physics and math. Even though I finished computer science, and in computer science you learn calculus, you learn linear algebra, you learn you learn a lot of math and geometry as well. But I barely passed my classes because it was very boring. I barely passed them. It was a very dark time. During the Minecraft clone, the 1 year of doing a Minecraft clone, I had the most fun and I learned a lot more than all of my years in university. If I could go back, all of the years in university, if I could go back, I would just tell myself, bro, lock in, just start doing a Minecraft clone. You don't need university, just do Minecraft clone, trust me. But that's for me personally, because I don't want to go and work for a company. That's just because of me. If you want to work for a company, you need to finish university if you want to work for a company. Like, it will help. You can do it without, but it will help for getting the interview. It helps for getting the interview. But you can do it without. Okay, that was a sidetracked. That was a sidetracked. I'm going to uni soon. Do you have any advice? Don't study. Don't learn anything. Focus on making friends. If you make friends, university will be 10 times easier. It will be 10 times easier. Just focus on making friends. Go out, make friends, network. Because once all of you pass university, all of your friends will be working at a company, some kind of company. And you'll be like, bro, I'm struggling to find an interview. Can you help me out? And your bro from a big company will be like, sure, bro, I'll help you out. Like, make friends, chat. Don't learn. Make friends. That's my only advice for university. Okay, chat, let's draw a shadow. Like we were drawing shadows. Let's draw shadows because we don't have time. We have 26 minutes. Let's draw a shadow. Let's draw. Can we draw texture in 3D? We cannot, maybe. Let's look at the cheat sheet. Relief cheat sheet. Relief cheat sheet here. Let's see. Can we find what was I searching for? Textures. Can we draw texture in 3D? Because the shadow is a texture. I don't want to create a, or we could just create a plane. There is a function to generate a plane model, a plane, where we could use it. We can even just create one plane model and reuse it for all of the entities. We just need to change the position where we draw it. We just need to create one model and reuse it everywhere. Yeah, that would be even simpler. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. We will need to create the model. We will need to create the model once. Maybe in the world. Yeah, in the world. When we initialize the world. When we initialize it. Here we'll save model shadow. And it will be not initialized. When we initialize the world, we'll just create a plane, give it a texture, etc. Relief uses OpenGL behind the scenes. Okay, chat, so for the shadow, world data shadow, we'll do load model from mesh and we'll generate a plane, a mesh plane. Here, what coordinates does it expect? It expects a width, length, resolution 1, 1. Let's just say that. Oh, the size will be different. Oh, we can just scale it. We can just scale it. Yeah, items, like item drops, I consider them entities. Okay, we have a mesh. We need to change the shadow materials. We need to change the material texture. Or like, yeah, maps. Here, albedo. The albedo texture, it needs to be get texture. It needs to be the atlas. No, bro, it needs to be the shadow. How did we call it? Shadow, yeah, it needs to be the shadow texture. And we need to change the shader. Do we need to change the shader? No. Let's not change the shader. You tell me then. Bro, the big man is so funny. Yeah, let's not change the shader. Let me think about it. Okay, item drops. We'll use this shadow model, but we need a getter for it. So in the world, we'll create static model, get shadow model, and we'll just return world data shadow. We'll just return the shadow. So whenever we need it, we'll need it in the item drop. Item drop. Let me think about it. Item drop. Draw here. We want draw model world get shadow, and we'll do the current position And then we'll do scaling, will be just 1. And no color overlay. Why is project name 2D Relief Sandbox? Because the initial idea, because we decided to do Minecraft in C++ and Relief, and I already had a Relief project. This was the Relief project. We just reused my previous simple 2D sandbox Relief project, and I didn't change the name. So we're still using the first initial name. Let's see if we have shadows, chat. Do we have shadows? Texture doesn't exist. Yeah, because we're initializing the world at the wrong time. We can do it differently. Here, when we load the texture, we'll load it inside of the initialization. We'll do it somewhere here. Yeah, we'll do it here. Load texture, the shadow. And here we get texture. Test it out. You know how to code with GDScript. If you know one language, you know all of them. At least the basics. Do we have a shadow when we have an item drop? We do. We do have a shadow, but it's Z fighting. Let's move it a little bit upward. And we need to use a different shader. We need to change the shader. Shader equals get shader. We need to use the which shader? Let's use the item slot shader. And item slot. And let's load it before this. And let's change the positioning. I thought this was polishing, not item drop stream. Well, I thought the same. If that makes you feel better, I thought the same. I was surprised as much as you were. We have 18 minutes. 18 minutes. Let's go to the item drop. Yeah, here when we draw the shadow, let's offset the position by a little bit on the y-axis. So 0.01 F. So there is no Z fighting. You prefer 3D or 2D? 3D, because in 2D I'll have to do pixel art. And I don't want to do pixel art. I want to use Blender, I want to use meshes, models. Yo, we have a circle. We have circles, chat. Chat, circles. We have circles. Interesting. But it's constantly showing. I need it to show only when it's colliding with the ground. And we need to make it smaller and maybe centered a bit. It's not centered. We need to center it. Yeah, because we need to move it a bit. So here, how much do we need to move it? This much maybe. And if collide bottom, if we're colliding, only when we're colliding to draw it. Oh, the Boolean flag is flashing. Interesting. Is it centered at least? I think it's centered. if it's colliding or not is flashing. So the Boolean flag changes a lot. Yeah, Morse code. Yeah, we cannot rely on this. Or once it's colliding to stay the same, maybe. But then... why is the Boolean flag like this? Oh, because first it collides. First it collides. It pushes it up, and now it's not colliding. Okay, let's remove the Boolean. Let's constantly draw this, and let's scale it down. Let's scale it down. What is pushing it up though? The collision resolution. Once it's colliding, it's being pushed up because it's constantly going down because of the gravity. Because of gravity, it collides. The collision resolution pushes it back up. Now it's not colliding. Now gravity comes back, pushes it down. Now it's colliding. Okay, now it's colliding. It pushes it up. And that's why... Chat, how is this item shadow? Is it too much? Too small? Too small? How is it in Minecraft? And to make it more opaque. Step. This is it in Minecraft, chat. Yeah, maybe a bit bigger, maybe. Is it a bit? No. Does it need to be bigger? Does it need to be big? Yeah, a bit bigger. Yeah, it needs to be bigger. Okay, let's do something else then. Let's do 0.5f. Let's do 0.5f. Oh, now it's too big. Now it's too big. Let's do... It was 25 and 50. What's the middle between 25 and 50? 40. Let's do 40. It's not fine, it's too big. Maybe 35. 35. Who is the person who writes with your account in all your lives? What do you mean? Progress of the project. I have a bot. I've automated. It's a summary bot. I coded it. Summary bot. Like the stream gets automatically transcribed with Whisper. It gets auto-transcribed. The transcription gets analyzed and summarized, and the summary gets sent out. Very simple, chat. It's very simple. Oh, this drop shadow is good enough, I think. The drop shadow maybe is good enough. No, it's not local. It's DeepSeek, because DeepSeek is very cheap. But I'm thinking of removing the summary. I'm thinking of doing the summary myself. Because sometimes it's not accurate. And it's very annoying when the summary is not accurate. Like I can just do the summary from time to time. Like I'm thinking of removing it to make it myself. Okay, this is the shadow. How is it in game? In game, you cannot see the shadow from above. In my game, you can see it. Yeah, in my game it's a bit bigger. Needs to be a bit smaller. Let's do 30 then. Before it was 25. So we are just increased a little bit. Yeah, like this is good enough. It's good enough like this. It's good enough. And also, we'll make it opaque. We'll make it opaque. Shadow. How are we going? Color. Shadow color equals alpha, color alpha, white, and then alpha, let's do 0.5f. Let's do shadow color. Let's see if it's opaque. Yeah, we'll make it based on the distance of the current, we'll do it based on the Y offset. What does this do? Color alpha. Yeah, this just does it for the alpha. So when we are drawing the shadow, we want color blending, I think, enabled. When we draw the shadow. Yeah, we want color blending, sadly. Enable color blend. Disable color blend. We need color blending. I think we need to separate the shadow from all of them, just so we can have them, so just so we don't need to enable and disable color blending all the time. Yeah, how to... I want color blending, chat. How did I do color blending? Color blend. Enable color blend. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it here. What if I do this to be 0.4? Oh, but then it will be clipped out. Then it will be clipped out. Probably. Stream has a limit of 3 hours. Like that's the main timer. But sometimes we have smaller timers. Okay, color alpha. Yeah, this is the shadow color. The white is 255 on all of them. Oh, wait a minute. Color alpha. Wait. Yeah, and alpha is between 0 and 1. And this gives a new alpha. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. So why isn't it becoming transparent, chat? Why is it not the shadow becoming transparent? I'm curious, chat. Why is it not becoming transparent? Like I've enabled color blending. I've enabled color blending, chat. Why is it not doing it? Why is it not doing it? Enable color blend. Enable blend. But maybe we need to actually use it. Like to configure it. Blend. Yeah, begin blend mode. Yeah, blend alpha. And blend mode. What does end blend mode do? Doesn't want to tell me right now. Okay, let's do that then. Let's test it out. You're sure alpha color can have a positive vector? I think. Oh, let me think about it. Still the same. Let's test it like this. One second, chat. Draw. We can do Raylib, chat. Render doc. Can do render doc. Just to see the result. Let me look for it. We want CPP release launch. Let's find it then. We want dev out release the game launch start. Let's see the actual result. Let's screenshot. Do a better screenshot. Close this. Let's investigate. Investigate. Where is it? Here. Here is it. Yeah, this is it. And this is the mesh. This is the mesh. What is it using? So position, okay. Vertex color. Oh, look at this, chat. The color is white. Interesting. Color is white. Oh, maybe we're changing. Yeah, but what about here? Why? Like, this is what I want to change. Or maybe the uniform of the shader. Uniform. Oh, it just has an MVP. Maybe the fragment shader. Uniforms. Color. Oh, this is a chat. Is the color diffuse. Color diffuse. Here alpha is 0.4. What we are setting is the color diffuse. So we need to look at the fragment shader. Color diffuse. Where is it used? Oh, at the end. At the end, where. So this is for the final color. So why? Oh no. Color diffuse. Where are we using it, chat? We're not using it. We're not using the uniform in this shade. We're just not using it. I don't see it being used anywhere. Yeah, we're not using it. This is the default shader. We could create our own shader Or we could just change the value itself of the, we could just change the value itself. How would we do that? Think mark. Relief color overlay, and we're over the time limit. We're over the time limit. It's probably a shader. Probably a shader. Color. Clear background. Care about this. Yeah, it needs to be, yeah, we need to, yeah, let's do shader. Let's do shader. Yo, interesting. Oh, it's a cat. Oh, how sweet. What shader do they use? Color correction fragment shader. Do they have color overlay? They don't. Okay, we'll just do it ourselves, chat. Let's copy the, let's copy this one, I think. Let's copy this. This is the default shader. And we'll use it. How are we going to call it? Color overlay. Wait, this is for a, wait, we're using a fragment shader. Yeah, we're using this one. Yeah, so it's not the default, chat. Default is, what's the default that's being used? Yeah, let's remove this. Yeah, let's remove the shader. Yeah. Oh, okay. When we load the model, let's remove the shader. Yeah, I have an idea, chat. Yeah, that's why it's not working. Yeah, that's why it's not working. Here, when we set the shader, I don't want a shader. Yeah, we weren't just, we didn't use the, yeah, we were using our own fragment shader. Let's use the color overlay. Okay, perfect, chat, perfect. Yeah, we figured it out, chat. Now it's transparent. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. GG, guys, GG. We can even change the opacity based on the item, how far up and down it is. Does Minecraft do something like that? Unfreeze. No, Minecraft doesn't do something like that. So we will not do it as well. We'll keep it the same. So the circle size, look, no, in Minecraft it stays the same. It's fine, chat. The only issue is the drop shadow constantly showing, even if it's in the air, it's constantly showing. Or maybe for the entity itself, if we do the collision with the ground, like to detect ground for every entity, to detect ground collision with a raycast, and that same raycast that we're already using, to use it for the drop shadow, and it will not be performance problem if the entity already uses it for collision, a raycast. Oh, bro, I'm sleepy, man. It's like 12. 12? Okay, let's try other items as well. Not the TNT because it will explode. Try other items just to see how they look like. Okay, chat. Piston. This is the piston. It's the same problem even in here, and even if we place it, it's the same problem. That's why it looks like that. This, the end stone, looks pretty cool. This looks pretty cool. This looks pretty cool. It's cool. Yo, look at this, man. Look at the repeater. It's an actual repeater. The actual model of the repeater. That's cool. What about the anvil? The anvil. Yeah, anvil is cool too. Okay, we'll do a summary. No, grass is rotating. You're just not noticing it. We'll do a summary. From this angle, looks cooler. Let me update the thumbnail, chat. Bro, it's still 100 people. Guys, why are you watching this? Okay, chat. We updated the thumbnail. Okay, let's do a summary, chat. We'll do a quick summary and we'll end it. So we, for the whole stream, we focused just on item drops. We copied how the particles work, because when you break a block, the particles are a lot like what we want for the item drops. So we generate the model itself. We had to change the pivot of the rotation because usually the pivot, the origin of the model is at the corner, at the bottom corner, and the rotation was off. We had to center it, which we had to deal with matrices. Also, we have an offset up and down. This is with a sine. So a sine function based on the time that has passed. Also, we have a shadow, and the shadow always visualizes, even if it's in the air. The shadow is always visible. But it's cool, it's transparent. I've changed the opacity to see through it by enabling color blending. We're using color blending to handle the shadow below it. And it has collisions, and we played around with the gravity. We lowered the gravity and we changed the random direction to be more upward in the air, because sometimes it was going downward. And that's about it. It's only for block breaking, and it's only for block breaking. They don't stack together, and we cannot pick them up, and we cannot throw them from the inventory because we don't have the time for it. Chat. And so that's it, chat. That's it for this stream. We implemented item drops. That was cool, chat. That was cool. From 1 to 10, how fun was today? Or like from 0 to 10. And then we go by. Maybe I lost everybody already. Yeah, okay, we'll 7. Okay, chat. Yeah, that's it for you. One is not rotating. All of them should be rotating. Yeah, all of them are rotating. It's maybe just difficult to see. An 8. An 8. An 8. Okay, oh, that's a pretty high score. Okay, chat, that was it for today. Bye, guys. Which one is not rotating? Which one is not rotating? All of them are rotating. The poppy to the left. All of them are rotating. Nearby the rose. All of them are rotating, chat. Near the wall. It's all of them, chat. Maybe it's the video resolution. The grass block. Near the rose. The grass block near the rose. Bro, all of them are grass blocks, chat. What do you mean? All of them are grass blocks. Top left. And one near the poppy. Walk straight. Walk. Ah! Wait! Bro, why are you not rotating? It's not rotating. Bro, why are you not rotating, man? I'll figure it out some other time, chat. Okay, so some of them don't rotate. Okay, another one. Okay, chill. Okay, okay, some are not rotating. I don't know why. We'll figure it out some other time, chat. But we need to end it. So bye, guys. It was fun today. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, chat. Bye, guys. We'll figure it out. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, bye, guys.